Welcome back to the channel. This is Gillis TV here on Climax Day, folks, and the Blue Jays have finally made their off-season signing. I'm not going to say splash, it's not really a splash. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more MLB content as we are trying to get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And thank you guys so much for the support of over the last month and a bit. It's been greatly appreciated. And if you're into the NHL stuff, head over to Gillis TV there, as I will be doing anything NHL over there. Now let's get into it. Like I said, Blue Jays finally signing someone this offseason, and I'm a Blue Jays fan. This is going to come from heart when I talk about them. I don't like this signing, as the Blue Jays have signed Kevin Kiermaier. Now, it's a tough one because we just traded Teoscar Hernandez, who offensively was one of the Jays' top three offensive hitters, home runs, RBIs wise, for, yes, much needed bullpen help. Okay, that's fine and dandy. You know, it sucks we lost Teoscar Hernandez. We upgraded somewhere else. But now we're talking about going after a left-handed outfielder. Okay, Brandon Nimmo, Cody Bellinger, both signed somewhere else. Well, now we signed Kevin Kiermaier, and I not not to bring anyone down, but I think it's kind of a mistake. I get we need a left-handed bat. I get we need an outfielder who a little bit more defensive than Teoscar Hernandez. I get that. But we're forgetting something. Whit Merrifield could play outfield. We didn't need to get a left-handed outfielder like Kevin Kiermaier. We could have went for a left fielder infielder if we really wanted. I just Kevin Kiermaier's past his prime, and I really don't think it was a good signing by the Blue Jays. But let's get into the article. You guys let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll go from there. As the Blue Jays have an agreement with center fielder Kevin Kiermaier, according to Shai Davidi of Sportsnet. The deal is pending a physical. It'll be the second team Kiermaier has played for, having spent the 10 big league seasons with the AL East rival, the Tampa Bay Rays. He became a free agent for the first time after the Rays declined his $13 million team option for 2023. Kiermaier is represented by Reynolds Sports Management. Center field has been an area of need for the Blue Jays this winter, and they have previously been linked to Brandon Nimmo and Cody Bellinger. The 32-year-old appeared in 63 games for the Rays last season, slashing a .228 average with 7 home runs over 221 plate appearances. He's always been known for his stellar defense in center field, and while that declined a bit in recent seasons, he was still worth 2 defensive run saves there in 2022. The offensive production amounts to below average WRC plus of 90, but his defensive work meant he was still worth 1.1 FWAR. Injuries played a big part of Kiermaier's 2022 season, as he landed on the IL in June with a left hip inflammation. He was activated July 1st, but by July 10th he was back on the IL with the same problem, which ultimately ended his season early. He'd wind up having surgery in August to address the labrum issue in his left hip, but the expectation at the time was that he'd be ready for spring training. Kiermaier is a 3-time Gold Glove winner who's been one of the best center fielders in all of baseball over the past decade. Since his first full year in 2014, Kiermaier has been worth 147 defensive runs saved. According to the Fielding Bible, that's the best of all outfielders and second overall behind Alderton Simmons, who had 1,400 more defensive innings. Despite 2022 being the worst defensive year of his career, it was still above average, and there's every chance his hip problem played a significant part in that. After all, just a year ago he was worth 13 defensive runs saved in 894 and two-thirds innings in center field. He's still ranked in the 93rd percentile in sprint speed and ranked well above league average in arm strength. Offense has never been Kiermaier's calling, and he owns a lifetime of a 248 average that's largely built off his early work, and since 2018 he's put up a WRC of 79, 79, 94, 101, and then 90. There's not a lot of power there. 82 career home runs, and his strikeout rate has gradually ticked up to 27.6 in 2022 and a walk rate of 6.3%. George Springer has been handling the bulk of the workload in center field in recent seasons, but there's been speculation he'd move to the corner spot moving forward. The trade of Teoscar Hernandez to the Mariners and the signing of Kiermaier seems to confirm that. It looks like Jays will line up with Springer and Lourdes Gurriel Jr. in the corners spots with Kiermaier manning center. This move may not be the last outfield addition either, as the team could look for an offensively minded outfielder at some stage. Ben Nicholson Smith of Sportsnet reported that the team has interest in signing Michael Confronto and Michael Brantley, so two Michaels there. Signing either one of those guys would give the Jays a more flexible outfield group and allow them to rotate options through DH position as well depending on matchups, form, and workload. So Kiermaier last season, didn't do that much, smashing only 7 home runs. But see, I just don't like where the Jays are going with this is you just traded a guy that will get you 30 plus home runs a year, well 25 plus, roughly 80 plus RBIs a year every year for bullpen help, which is great. Like I said, that's what the Jays needed. But then you go and sign a guy, yes, I get he's really good defensively, but where's Teoscar's numbers going to come from Kevin Kiermaier? It's just not. We are giving up runs for, or like offensive runs for defense, which I get defense wins games. But there were better options than Kevin Kiermaier on the market for playing center field. They should have went out and got that Brandon Nimmo, which I really would have liked to come to Toronto. He would have gave the Jays exactly what they needed for outfield. And I'm not trying to bash Kevin Kiermaier here. No, no, no. Nothing about that. But it's just kind of worrisome that now, yes, we got better at center field. Don't get me wrong, George Springer is a phenomenal center fielder, but with all the injuries, going to right field will make it a lot easier for him. And don't get me wrong, Kevin Kiermaier is a fantastic center fielder defensively. It's the offense that I'm worried about, and our offense seems to go high and low, high and low. Adding Kevin Kiermaier to that offense is not working, is not going to work for the Blue Jays. So I agree, they should go after like a Michael Brantley or a Michael Confronto in that aspect of things, is what the Blue Jays should do as well to get more pop out of the lineup. But hey, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this signing, as this is Gillis TV here on Clemhawks. I'll catch you on the next one.